the art of sampling. It's a very special art. It's, in my opinion, it's very laid back, and it's not as pretentious. It's very much more about just music. When we sample, we're not only making music, we're also listening a lot to music and appreciating music and, artists as what it is, instead of just trying to find a sample. We also acknowledge the sample and the music that is behind it, the production. I feel like what makes sampling so special is it's all about feeling. What makes this process so special is that it's all about creating a vibe. Even though, for example, I'm not very good at music theory, I can only do the very basics of like building chords and stuff, but I'm just creating a vibe, and the vibe is just for me at that moment when I'm making a beat. I don't need no validation. I don't need someone saying that I'm cool or the beat is cool. In the moment where I'm making the beat and listening when I'm done with the beat, it's all about, enjoying the moment and vibing out to the creation that I just made. That is what makes this art so special, because it's more of a personal journey where we discover different music genres and different creations, and as we listen to the music that we sample, we might sample some soul records for a few months, and then we kind of get tired of that and we want to create something new and listen to something new, and we might switch over to some jazz or even some country music or something like that. And that's kind of the journey that makes sampling so unique, because to be able to sample and to be able to make a beat out of sample, you need to listen to music as well. And as I just said, like, it's really about building a vibe, creating a vibe in the exact moment you're making the beat. That's like, some people might not like your beats, but you really enjoy it. At the same time, it could be that you're not really enjoying a beat. You maybe made it in 20 minutes and there's no love for it because it was just quick. It was just because you wanted to get something down instead of really going in deep. But still, I think that sampling is just as hard to make as making melodies for, let's say, a drill beat or a trap beat, because these loop makers, melody makers, are incredibly talented, and I can never do the melodies that they're doing. I'm not saying that just because I'm chopping a sample it makes me a good producer or that this is hard work, because I also loop my samples from time to time. Sometimes I just take a loop out of a song instead of chopping it up and rearranging it like crazy. Sometimes a loop is all it takes. I'm basically just interpreting this piece of music to my own. So someone might have played a guitar riff, which sounds very cool on its own, but my personal interpretation is that, this could be pitched down, this could be played a little slower, and I could add drums. This is basically what art music is all about, because nobody can make complete new stuff. Everything has been there, but this helps music to progress and evolve, because we're taking ideas and making them something new and making them our own. And I think that's a very, very special workflow and genre of beat making. Also, what I feel like is very special in the art of sampling, generally sampling as beat making, is that there's a lot of love in the community and respect in the community, because there's not as much competition. It's more collaboration and sharing ideas, especially when we see like different projects, let's say 10 producers flip the same sample. You can see that 10 different beats can come out of that sound completely different. And it's not as much about which beat is the best, but it's more like, how did these people flip the same sample and come up with so many different ideas? Very, very special. And also I feel like it's more about of, you know, you need to have a good ear. You need to train your ear to hear things when you hear a sample, you know, hear what you could do with this, or, you know, you don't have to be able to put down the whole beat in your head when you hear a sample, but hearing a sample and knowing that this is something you could turn into something cool just by hearing it is something that I feel is very dope. It's just, it adds some kind of mystery to, you know, the production and this art form that we embrace and do. So yeah, just some thoughts on the art of sampling while, you know, watching me flipping a sample actually. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the beat. If you want to see the full progress, the full process of the beat, you can watch that on Patreon right now. Just, you know, sharing some thoughts that I've had the last couple days. You know, write in the comments if this is something that you enjoyed, you know, you want me to do more often. And yeah, see you in the next video.